No one follows me for the Pitt, let's talk about it anyway. My views are in the tube right now, I don't care. This is Dr. Santos, she is my favorite character. If you haven't watched the Pitt, it's a hospital drama. It takes place in real time over the course of one shift. This is Santos, she's my favorite. She is an overconfident, cocky young doctor who's kind of an asshole but consistently right about things. And the fandom fucking hates her for it. This is Dr. Langdon. He's an overconfident, cocky young doctor who's kind of an asshole and consistently right about things. And the fandom fucking loves him for it. We're not going to go there today. In the first season of The Pitt, these two characters have a connected arc. Because they're so similar, they start clashing more or less the moment they meet. Especially since Santos is a very, very new doctor. She got her license 90 days ago. So while Langdon is young, he's not as young as Santos, and is her boss and doesn't love that she keeps going over his head. But the tension between them rises to a boiling point when Santos discovers that Langdon is actually stealing drugs from the hospital. Langdon realizes very early on that Santos is onto what he's been doing, and so he starts antagonizing her in front of the rest of the staff to make her seem untrustworthy. It doesn't work, by the way. The rest of the staff comments several times on how strange this is and how unfair and inappropriate Langdon's behavior towards Santos is. But he continues to do it anyway because he's desperate and he's scared. But in the end, Santos does reveal what Langdon has been doing, and as a result, Langdon is dismissed from the hospital. But he sneaks back in during an extreme emergency and begins treating patients anyway, which I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do, but he does it. Him and Santos interact a few times during this, and I noticed that the tension between them while present is a bit duller. It's more awkward than straight up hostile. So what I'm hoping for in season 2 of The Pitt is for Santos and Langdon to actually become close. If not friends, then mentor and student. Because they are very similar. And I think Langdon will feel somewhat apologetic for what he's done and how he treated her. And I think he may even in some way appreciate what she's done because in a backwards way, she saved his career. What happened to Langdon was entirely his fault. It's not Santos's fault that she noticed. Langdon was stealing from the hospital. He was diluting medication to make it look like he wasn't stealing and giving that to patients. He was doing that. That has nothing to do with Santos. She just noticed. And she didn't even really want to call him out because everyone was telling her not to. And despite the way he had been treating her, she very clearly did not get much vindication from turning him in. So what I'm saying is there's still plenty of opportunity for these two to find common ground. Because at the end of the day, they don't hate each other. And Langdon's treatment of Dr. Santos didn't actually have much to do with her personally, and much more to do with how terrified he was that he would be discovered, which was inevitable in the end. And I think Langdon, now that he's back and working again, will see Santos and see how similar they are, and maybe take her under his wing. I think it would be a really good way to show how he's grown, and show that he really is committed to turning over this new leaf. Langdon is not a bad person. He was an addict. He was very sick, but not a bad person. Santos is passionate about what she's doing, and she seems to have a lot of sympathy for people who struggle mentally. So I think if Langdon extended her an olive branch, she would take it. We'll have to see, but I'm excited to see these two interact either way.